Hey, hi everyone. So in this video, we have a very interesting use case where we will build an multi-agent workflow. So basically, this use case is all about a bioinformatics database update checker. So in bioinformatics field, we have many databases, right? So can we have one agent which can go and check, like depending on the which database you want, a user will ask, it will go to that database and it will go and summarize the latest release notes. That will be interesting use case, right? So that's what I have thought to do that. So in this is more of extension to what we did in the last video. We did dbNSFP an agent which was equipped to go to dbNSFP web page to fetch that information. So now the same thing will have three separate databases. One ClinVar, and Gnomad is another database, and dbNSFP is the database. So you can add more databases as well. Okay, so how about creating an agent each specialized for each task? Let's say there is a ClinVar agent which is very equipped to specialized agent for ClinVar, and similarly for one agent for Gnomad and one agent for dbNSFP. And you equip each of these agent respective tools, so that for the ClinVar agent, in this case I will be providing, let's say, 4 tools. I will tell you what these 4 tools are. Let's say this ClinVar agent, in order to get the data from ClinVar, it needs 4 tools, so you provide that. Now this agent, this tool is single, using that it will be able to fetch that information. For dbNSFP, another tool to fetch that information. So now each of these agent has that capabilities or tool to do their special domain related task. Now we can have one more agent, main agent, which will now, depending on the query, it will direct whether it will use this one. If a ClinVar related question is asked, it will call this agent to do this task, like that. Okay, so there is two way we can do that. One approach, something called tools, okay, and then another concept called handoffs in openAI framework. So in tool means basically the first approach when we say that tools. So basically what you do, you convert your agent as a tool. So basically you define an agent, ClinVar agent. Now you convert that agent as a tool, so that this agent can use that agent as a tool. Okay, little confusing. See, as I said, an agent is what? LLM plus tool, right? So the tool is the capability. So now basically here you are creating an agent and converting that into a tool, so that that tool you can provide it to that agent. And similarly, you convert this agent as a tool, each agent is a tool, and these 3 tools now associated with the main agent. So basically this rectangle what you see, right, that's the tool, but this one and this one is equal to one agent. Sorry, this box and this 2, this is an agent, but when I convert into a tool, this becomes a ClinVar tool. Okay, this is more a function kind of thing. Okay, so that main agent can now use that tool. The alternate approach is called something called handoff. Okay, so that means here you will not convert this agent into a tool, rather than when the user asks a question to the main agent, so main agent will think, okay, the user has asked something on ClinVar, so let me hand over that task to the ClinVar. So basically the concept will pass from main agent to ClinVar agent, and now the ClinVar agent will do the answer and it will respond back to the user. So that is another handoff approach. So this is more of a routing kind of thing. Let's say if it asks for Gnomad, it will go over here, and now this agent will respond back to the user answer. But the problem is, like, when in handoff, this will not go back here, this will directly go from here to here. So that way in tools, basically user will always interact with this agent, and this agent will internally do all this thing, but user will always interact with this agent only. It will not interact directly with any of the agent. But handoff means user has interacted with this one is passed over here, and this is now reverted back to that. So that's what tools or handoffs are, the two different approach of creating a multi-agent system in openAI framework. So in this use case, we will be using tools. Okay. So now let's go what all we have. For dbNSFP, we see in the last video, go to this page, download it and extract it. But now coming to Gnomad, so Gnomad, there is something called data. So here we can see what is the latest v4 download and how many that are there. or there is something called starts page as well, that also provides some summary. But the problem when I was trying to this was, this has something called robot.txt. That means it doesn't allow you to process this text. It is very dynamic, so it's very we cannot use the request library to download, because if I just show you the page source, it will not contain much information. Okay, so that's a very difficult to get that information. So alternately, what they have done here is like same start, you can find it in the, so if you go to data, right, so the same data is available in Google Cloud, even on the AWS. So I went here, so if you, this is the link that opens here, where you will get some statistics about the latest release. See, it says that the 4.1 spans this many exome individual, this many information, so very basic. Okay, but still it gives you some idea about what this release is all about. But if in order to parse this page, you might need to write very complex function to do it. But the basic function what I wrote is able to parse this page and do that analysis. Okay, so now dbNSFP is simple. Gnomad, we will use this page to download rather than the main Gnomad website. The third one is the ClinVar. So ClinVar release notes provide from this FTP site. Okay, and if you see over here, so they have the release notes in the PDF format, and they have listed all the release notes. So now let's say I am asking you the question, think, can you provide me latest release notes from ClinVar? So as a human, now if I give you this test, what you will do? You will come over this place and you will see that, okay, there are so many release notes here there. Then you will do the, which is the latest one. Then you will see that this is 2nd January, 6th February. I think this is the 4th December is the latest one. So that means you will also use this, first one to identify the date, and then you identified the latest one. That is the second step you did, find the latest one. Then you went to the third step, that is clicking it. So this will give you a PDF file. You downloaded it. Now you need to extract this, right? Or you can read it. Okay, but this is a scanned image. Actually, this is not a simple text file. So we need something in PDF extractor to extract this page. So that's why ClinVar is little challenging or tough to implement. But I will show you what we are doing here. So now this were very straightforward. One function, go download the page and do it. But for here, I had to create 4 tools, 4 functions or 4 tools. First is like it will list all the ClinVar release notes. Then it will find the latest one from the date wise sort, it will and find the latest one. Next, it will download that PDF file. Then it will extract the PDF to text. And once the text is there, this text, everything text, now agent can understand. That's what we will be building. I hope it is clear. So let's see. So now we are creating a multi-agent workflow. So we'll have 3 agents, then we'll have a main agent that will connect to all these 3. Okay. So let's go. So these are the common libraries so far what we have used from Agentic. These all we need from for Gnomad and dbNSFP, like request library, beautiful soap, and some time sorting. I need this date time, and for ClinVar release notes PDF, right, I need some PDF extraction, PyTest PDF to image, those I need, these 2 module I need. So to use that, right, there was a problem, like we needed some dependency. That's what in the setup file I had given some instruction that if you are using this ClinVar, you need to install this some additional Ubuntu packages, like Tesseract, OCR engine we need, and for we need some this popular PDF to image. So again, this you can all these things can be coded from ChatGPT, or you can use Gemini to write the code for you. But I'm explaining, like we need to import some library to do it. Okay, so it might take some time, so I'll pause it for a minute. Okay, so I'm back. Yeah, so this loaded it, all the packages. Okay, this is loaded. Now I'm loading my environmental variable, same process. So it's true means the openAI key is now loaded in my environment. So here I am creating, I'm defining these 3 URLs for each of the database. So now first let's create the first tool for dbNSFP. Same code, you created this function and just decorate it with function tool, and this is the tool for dbNSFP. Now the same thing, but you look into this doc string, that's important. So now let's define the tool for Gnomad. Okay, same function, just I change the name because this is also doing paging, downloading it, just the same fetch Gnomad release. So I'm telling that fetch the Gnomad releases page content, and it will do the same thing and decorate it with the function tool. So now this is one more tool. Now for ClinVar, so I have 4 tools. First is the list ClinVar tool. So don't worry about this, such complex code. You can ask Gemini and ChatGPT, I need this one, can you write a code? It will do that. So assume that this is the function. What it is basically doing, it is going to this ClinVar site, okay, and again it from beautiful soap, it is parsing the HTML content, and it is finding wherever this .pdf is there, hyperlink, it is actually creating this list, dictionary. The file name is the what is the file name? The file name would be this one, right? The file name and the URL. So that's what it is storing, and it is returning all the list of nodes it found. So basically it will return all this .pdf file. The first function it does that. Now, and here my instruction says that the docstrings, this select fetch and list ClinVar release notes PDFs from this URL. Okay, this is what the agent will understand. So now my second function is basically it will sort the release notes by date. So here the docstring, like given a list of release notes PDF URLs, sort them based on the date in the file and return the latest one. So basically what it will do, it will just doing some date string, and it is parsing it like that, and it is returning me the latest, and again I decorate this with the function tool. Now the third step, it downloads it. So here I am telling that download the PDF from the given URL, and this is very important. Now this is downloading in your local system, right? So if you don't specify where it will download, it will randomly, because a text LLM is a text generation, right? So it will sometimes think that maybe user is asking to download in downloads folder or maybe TMP folder, so it will create a lot of time, it will fail. So that's why you need to write the explicitly that download always in the current directory. So this is my instruction, so that now it knows that, oh okay, user has asked me to download in the current directory, so it will download there only. So okay, so that's how. So basically here you are now downloading this function to download it, and then here this function to is to extract the PDF from the downloaded path. Okay, so you see 4 simple Python function, simply decorate it with the function tool, and now you are got the tools. Okay, so far we got all the tools defined. So that means what we did so far in this image, so we defined all these tools now. Okay, this also we defined, and this all these tools we defined. So now let's create the agent. Okay, so now I will be using this GPT OSS local model. Okay, so that's what I created this model here. So now you see the dbNSFP agent, this is the system prompt. So here say that you are a specialist agent for this database. Your task is to use this tool. See how specific I am telling. That means by providing this specific instruction, your agent will not do randomly here and there. Okay, otherwise they are very smart. They tries to do not many things. So you have to restrict them. So you have what you want to do, you have to ask them. Okay, so I am telling that your task is to use this tool to fetch this one and do blah blah, give me some markdown summary. But this is the main part: the name, the instruction, the model, and the tool I pass. So my agent is ready. Okay, now the second agent. So here same instruction. So you're a specialist agent for Gnomad. Your task is to use this tool to fetch the latest release notes from the Gnomad database and produce the same summary over here. So here the name changed, Gnomad agent. So here the system prompt goes, the model and the tool I am associated with this tool. Okay. Now for ClinVar, now it is a little more instruction because that's a little complex, right? So I'm telling that you are a specialist agent for ClinVar release notes analysis. You have access to the following tools. The first 2, list, sort them, download, extract. Use these tools to list all available release notes, identify the latest one, download it, extract its text using OCR, and always summarize the extracted content in the markdown format. But now I wanted to check that if there is an update with respect to some XML tags or not. So that's why I have added extra instruction that also check if any mention of XML format change or tag updates present in the release notes. If present, explicitly mention those tag updates in the markdown summary. Otherwise, or if not, state that no XML tag change updates is there. So that's how you see, not only you can from the text you can ask him to do lot many things, more clearly you have to specific instruction you give. And now the agent name, the instruction, the model, and you see I have passed all the 4 tools comma separated. So here my ClinVar agent is ready. So far what we did, this and this one, that means my individual agents are ready. So now in order to link with this one to main agent, I need to convert this agent into a tool. Okay, for that we need convert this agent into tool so that the main agent can use these sub agents, because actually see the agent function, all these you need to pass in tools parameter, right? So you have to convert that agent into a tool. So for that you take the agent and just call this .age.tool, age underscore tool, and just give a name and tool description. Okay, so here again the name same and what it does, and again I converted Gnomad agent dot age tool, ClinVar agent dot age tool, and the name is now tool. Okay, so basically now my agents are now converted into tool. So basically now I got these 3 tools. Now I can easily associate it with the main agent. So let's go to the main agent. So this is the main powerful agent. So I am telling that the agent name is this one. So here instruction like, you are a helpful assistant who is expert in summarizing release notes from various bioinformatics databases such as dbNSFP, Gnomad, and ClinVar into concise markdown format. Use the provided tools to fetch and summarize the release notes as per the request. And the tools are what? Basically these 3 agents which are converted into tools, right? So now rest remains same. Okay, just wrapping it. So I'm using this session, and I'm just chat with the agent to get release something description I'm giving. Okay, so let it run. I'll pause it. Okay, so it ran and it launched it. So let's go over here. Can you please provide me latest release notes update for ClinVar database? Okay, this is my query. Okay, so now what will happen? It will, the user has asked question, the main agent now it will think what to do. Okay, then based on that it will direct to this tool because you have asked on the ClinVar question. Okay, so let's go back and check the traces here, what happening here. So okay, so I am here now. This may take some time. I will keep pausing and doing that. So please excuse me for that, because this is running on my local system. I don't want you to wait for me. Okay, at least this got started. So I'll show you this before pausing. Okay, so now the input is what the system prompt. So and which prompt? See, if you see, right, we had 3 agents, right? They have their own prompt, but which prompt we see in the traces? This is the system prompt for the main agent. And now I have asked the, can you something happening here? One second now. Okay, so here I have asked the user this one. So now you will see the reasoning. That's an interesting one. The user wants the latest release notes for ClinVar. We have a tool. Which tool? ClinVar release notes summarizer. Let's use that. Got it? So now it will use this tool now. Which tool? ClinVar release notes summarizer tool, which is nothing but this tool. Okay, which itself is an agent, right? So that's what we will see the second generation. Okay, So now you see the system prompt changed. Something happening. I'm sorry for that. Some glitches here I see. So now you see here like you will see the system prompt changed because this is now the ClinVar system prompt. So now main agent is gone here. Main agent is here, but now we came to the second tool, which is the agent. So now the reasoning, see, reasoning, we need to list release notes, find the latest, download OCR. Let's use the list ClinVar release notes tool. So now it called the tool. Okay, so it called the tool and already it got the output. All these output it got. You see it found the uh, list of all these PDFs from this site, right? All these one PDF got. So now I did not tell him to call the second tool to do the latest, so it will do automatically. So now it called the second one, second time thinking now. Second time thinking that we have the list. Okay, already got the list. Now I need to sort it by the date and get the latest. So now use the sort function. So then it called this function now. So now it called this function with all these input, and now it got the output, which is the 4th December 2025, which is actually the latest one. So it got the output. Okay. So now again it went back. Again it is thinking that it got this one. So now it will do the reasoning. We have the latest PDF link. We need to download and extract the OCR text. So let's call download. See, now it is thinking that it has to download it, then also it has to extract it. So it will do that one. So now it downloaded it. So you see the output directory is current directory because I have told in the instruction that it has to download in my current directory, and let's see whether it is downloaded or not. Okay. So this is my current directory. I'm just doing analysis here. Okay, so I'm in the basics folder. I have to go. So you see it downloaded this one, this file, PDF file, it downloaded it. Okay. So okay, downloaded it. So now look at the reasoning here. It will not reason because already in the previous reasoning it know that after download it will call the tool. So it is calling this tool, So now you see it extracted all the release notes what you see from the PDF. So what was that latest? See this one. Let's go over here. This was the latest PDF. And you see 478000 January 25 December it was 6434880. So you see the same number here. Okay, so that means so far what happened, it got all the output. So far it executed 1 2 3 4 and it got the text. So that means this agent's task is over. So now it will pass back the output to the main agent. So that means it is still the main agent is running here, right? See, okay, so now this will finish. That means this is the ClinVar agent, it will finish. Now this agent will now do the rest thing. That means it will summarize and it will get back. Okay, so this will take some time because so many content tokens are there. Let's see how many tokens it consumed. Probably okay, it doesn't show because it's running in my local probably, but it consumes so many text will go and my laptop has to process it. So I will pause for a few minutes, then I will show what happened the flow. Okay. Okay, so you see, right, I'm back. So now this is finished, right? ClinVar release note summarizer task. It called the 4 tools, and you see that it summarized and it gave me the output in a markdown format. Okay, but again the main agent is yet to give me response back, right? So that's what now this agent is running now. It will take a few more minutes maybe. Generally, when I tried last time, it took around 15 minutes for me. Okay, so I'll pause it, then I'll be back. Okay, but you see it's changed, right? The interface, so many, you can't see tools anymore now, but you see now the summarizer is finished and it does all the tasks at the back end. Okay, so let me pause. Okay, so this one is finished. So but if you see, right, is all it called the tool and it generated the markdown summary, right? And then you see the reasoning. We have the OCR extracted text. need to check for the mention of XML format change or tag update, because I had asked in the query that please specify if XML any changes are there, let me know. So that's what now it is thinking. Search for XML tags, maybe XML tags. The content mostly lists summary stats. The OCR snippet probably incomplete. Maybe something it thinks and finally say that okay, I could not find anything. Let's craft a summary, title, date, overview, वगैरह वगैरह. And sorry, I speak in Hindi. Mention no changes to XML schema tags and proceed with the output. This is how the agent now is thinking, and then it passed this back to this one is finished. That means it passed back the result from here to main agent. So that's what you will see that it the prompt now changed. The prompt is now comes to, from the prompt you can identify what agent it is. So it's now the main agent. This was the query user asked, and the final output it got. So this is also thinking that the assistant fetched. See which assistant? The second ClinVar assistant fetched and displayed the release notes for ClinVar. The user request was to provide the latest release notes update for this database. The assistant provided it. That satisfied the user. There is no further action needed. So it closed this. So what the output I got is, I got this output like this. Okay. See, it says that this one is December 4, 2024, and this is the number of records, and how the change it it changed. I don't know, I think something it did some hallucination, I don't know, but at the end it says no change to ClinVar XML something is said. Okay, but yeah, you need to verify the output as well. Don't trust that it's right, but this gives you some idea about, like, with a few basic prompts you would be able to achieve this. So now further you can ask any questions, like, now can you tell me more about Gnomad. So now this time same agent, now it will come here, it will go over here, and it will just call the tool and it will fetch it. Okay, so that's how it will work, but now the trace would be different. Okay, but now this also I wanted to show you how the flow went. The flow is like, first the release notes to ClinVar release notes, and it used total 5 tools, and it took around 504 seconds to complete this entire agenting multi-agent workflow. And here I have asked now the Gnomad, so it will run on its own. It will take some time, but in short, right, you can see how we can create an multi-agent workflow. In the here, if you see, if you can go over in the examples, right, in the thing, so there are different agent patterns are there. Okay, so like one is the deterministic workflow. Basically deterministic means key step 1, then step 2, then step 3, and step 4, like that it will go. Okay, so the example would be let's check deterministic, right? So this example, so here let's say there is one agent, story outline agent. Okay, so basically this agent will tell a story. Now the second agent will check whether the story outline is, the quality is good or bad, and also whether it is a sci-fi story or not. If it is sci-fi story, then it goes to third agent, that is, it will do the short story based on the outline. So 1, 2, 3. So that's where you are calling that this is the first agent you are calling. Then you are calling the second agent, where let's say the first agent's output is going to as an input to the second agent. Now the second agent's output is going to as an input to the third agent, that is this one here. So here I think okay, this is where checking, and that output, second agent's output, is going to the third agent if the quality passes. So that's why you can step 1, 2, 3. That's why in our bioinformatics pipeline you can run step 1, let's say first QC, then trim galore, then this one, then check the quality. If it is good, then proceed to variant calling or alignment. So like that you can have a multiple steps of deterministic workflow, but at the check in the middle. Let's say if quality is good, then only you go to the next step of, let's say, alignment. If alignment quality is good, then you can go to the next step. So you can provide agents to check the quality of this output. So maybe I'll have a use case to do this kind of thing to show how it works. But this is, you get an idea like 1, 2, 3. This is the deterministic. The flow. But the second type of pattern is something called parallelization. So basically, let's say you have a Spanish agent, you have a translator agent, and then you have a main. Basically, your you have one agent, Spanish agent. You are calling 3 times because 3 different output you might get because of deterministic, and you are choosing the best one. So that means parallel you are running 3 agents, 1, 2, 3, calling 3 times. Okay, this is one kind of pattern you can do. And something called routing, what we did, like we have a French, you have a Spanish, and you have English, and you have a triage agent which will tries to which agent to give. And that's where here you can use something called handover to do that as well. Hands off, something handoff you can do. So here we are not using tools. So basically here we are using handoffs to pass the information to any of these agents, which they will do further. So you can learn more about further this different patterns they have very nicely they have given. Okay, that's all I had for this video, where we did a use case to demonstrate how you can orchestrate multi-agent system. In the next video, maybe we will talk about like the girdles, because girdles, so far we learned about this one, right? So LLM, prompt, tools, memory. So these two are remaining. So first we'll go with girdles and next session, then we'll talk about how to do the MCP. Okay. So I hope you like this video. I know it might be a lengthy, little complex, but you have the codes available. Try to see and understand. And towards the end, once you get some familiar idea, you will see like how we can orchestrate our existing bioinformatics workflow in a agentic fashion. Okay. So that's where I will stop now. I hope this video was useful. If yes, please do that. Share it with your network. Okay. Bye bye. I'll see you in the next video.